All right, welcome. How you doing, everyone? It's been a very, very long time since I have streamed, and what better game to stream than Bleach? It's a game I was very much looking forward to way back when it was first announced. I'm a big Bleach fan, watching it all the way back in the day before 1,000-Year Blood War. Not gatekeeping at all, but you know, it's kind of nice jumping on board when it suddenly becomes popular again. Before we get into the game, I have played a little bit of it, although I have to admit, it has been about 3 days because I played it at launch and then a few things happen. Obviously the weekend and life gets in the way. I want to go over my thoughts so far. So I've played the first part of the story just right up until Rukia is taken back to the Soul Society by Akuya and Renji. Combat-wise, the game's fine. It's fun. It takes a little bit to get used to. It feels a little off, I have to admit. I think it just takes a little bit to get it into it. The story is, well, it's the story of Bleach, but it cuts and pastes things. Things are just missing. Timeline is fine, but yeah, it just feels a little bit off. There are things that are just missing. The lip sync is really bad in some places. Other places it's passable. It's a fighting game, but this cost me 149 AUD, so it's very expensive for a video game. You expect a little bit. You expect it to be just a little bit better. The 3D animation, I'm a bit mixed on, to be honest with you. Uryu as a character to play as is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But the voice acting is amazing. The voice acting is very, very, very good. A lot of the original cast, I'm playing in the English dub. I actually do like the English dub in Bleach. I think it's one of the few animes that gets the English dub spot on. I suppose another thing is that what I love about this English dub in this game is it corrects one small flaw that I found in the anime, is when Ichigo says bun kai. There's never that space, or quite often there's no space between the bun and the kai like you see in the Japanese dub. So here there's that raw emotion when he uses bun kai. So that's fantastic. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's jump straight back into the story. I'm probably going to have to familiarize myself with the controls a little bit more. Ooh, that is blinding, all right. Also, I hate the cuts. I have to admit, I'm sorry, this does seem like I'm rambling quite a bit, but I absolutely hate the cuts where it's like hard cut goes to black, or the story is to be continued. It's just like, let's just continue on. Let's just go with the story. You don't have to keep going to these hard cuts. It's very odd. All right.
Renji Abarai and Bakuya Kuchiki, assassins sent from the Soul Society. Ichigo held his own after Renji defeated Uryu, but was helpless against the Bakuya. Ichigo solicited the help of Kisuke Urahara, undergoing a 10-day training regimen in the hopes of obtaining a new power, and ultimately rescuing Rukia Kuchiki. Man he met during the training, his inner existence, taught him a certain truth. This allowed Ichigo to seek out the Soul Reaper power within him and regain his strength. In the meantime, Orihime, Chad, and Uryu.
Let's skip this. Let's get straight into it. I understand it's a story. It's made for people who have watched Bleach before, maybe who are just getting into Bleach, but there's too much story in between. There's my man Aizen in between the combat, and you know, yeah, I just think there needs to be more combat. Even if you got to explore a little bit, like you got to walk around the Soul Society or Karakuma Town, things like that would be great. So see, we skipped the entire training with
We have no
Urahara.
choice. Infuse it with all the spirit energy you've got. No!
Ichigo. Ichigo. He's always had that look on his face.
Fade to black.
That day, 2 Soul Reapers came from the Soul Society into our world, leaving Ichigo wounded and taking Rukia back with them. She was accused of apparently breaking a serious rule from her world.
I'm not quite sure why. And
She
okay,
followed them to make
I
sure they
nitpick
would spare
games.
Ichigo.
I nitpick things because I find it fun, but also you're paying money for things. You should
Everything in our world just
be
went on more or less
able to
peacefully,
have the,
just like it usually does.
I guess, pure
It was as if the
experience.
girl
No,
called
not be
Rukia
treated
had
like
never even
a
been
child.
like she never came in the first place.
So we just saw this. We just know all about this. We even played through it,
After all,
and yet we're being
she-
spoken
there was
about
no
it
doubt that
for the
she had
third
lived
time,
there
really,
for lives.
because you played through it in the game. You just had that voiceover before going into the second chapter,
Something in Ichigo's
and now
eyes changed on that
Orihime
day.
is talking to you about it again.
From then on, they showed his
It's
resolve,
a
his
little
wish to
odd.
do
It's almost
something
like
for Rukia.
maybe mandated from the
Seeing Ichigo
developers,
like that,
from the
they
higher
found a
ups
new
in the
resolve
publishing
too.
studio to act as if no one's ever heard of Bleach before. I could be wrong. I don't think I am.
What a tiny patch of sky. Huh? What's this? The sky is glowing.
Stay together. The cannonball melted when it hit the shield. Its wreckage is tangled around us, but it won't last. Soon now, it will swirl and disappear. If we're separated when that happens, we'll all be hurled in different directions by the vortex.
What the?
It has begun. Grab someone close to you and hold on. Don't get separated.
Chad!
Chad! Ichigo.
Okay, listen. You won't have to hit people on your own account anymore. But in return, you have to hit people to help me.
Yes, that's right. The promise that
Yeah, there's a few little dialogue option choices and scenes that are slightly out of place. It's
my fists to help you.
it's very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, it's incredibly frustrating. Again, if you've never watched Bleach before, then you know, I'm sure this probably helps quite a bit to understand the story. But if you're a big Bleach fan, then you kind of want to be playing through this. This is something you want to be playing as. You want to be playing as Chad and Orihime and Uryu before going into the Serotane, before you're going into the Soul Society, rather than just hearing about it. It is what it is. It's fine. It's just a shame. You know, hey, at least we'll have Soul Resurrection on
You'll be
mobile,
all
right?
But if you hope to encounter him again on the ground, you'd better think of a way to save yourselves.
No.
I think the main
Orihime!
focus of Rebirth of Souls is the online play, or rather than the story. You've got some leveling up and some customization options there, which I haven't really explored. I tried to get into an online match at launch on Friday here in Australia, but no luck. It would just keep coming up with I have to be connected to the internet, which is strange because I am connected to the internet, even if it is Australian internet, which is terrible.
Captain Zaraki! We have no choice. Let's go search over there.
Let's go!
Hime. Orihime.
Oh no, Ichigo! Close quarters combat.
Orihime, are you all right, Orihime?
What? Uryu.
Sorry, I'm not Ichigo. I'd say that we got pretty lucky. We landed here when there's no one else around.
Really? What luck? Oh!
Be careful. You were injured in the crash. I gave you first aid with the bandage that I had.
You did? Thank you, Uryu.
I'm sorry. You used your powers to protect me. If you'd been by yourself, then you wouldn't have gotten hurt.
You think so? As clumsy as I am.
So apparently the season
Anyway,
pass leaked as well.
then there would have been no one around to
So I
manage
think
the
from memory there was
would have fainted from the loss of blood and died.
Yahava. Always struggle pronouncing his name.
We better get moving.
Ichibe,
Someone might have
which is
heard the
pretty
noise
exciting to
and
play
come
as.
around and check it out.
Tensa Zangetsu, but I think that was already teased
You're right.
in one of the trailers.
And the others might be close by too.
And then I don't remember the others.
What? It's an impact crater. But what could have made it?
No bodies.
Again, I swear I'll stop nitpicking
Let's find them.
one day. But we've been playing now for
Okay.
10,
No, what's the
15 minutes, give or take. And still no combat.
I ended up alone. But perhaps having things this way will prove to be more convenient.
Phew. We're alive somehow. Hey, how long you gonna cough?
Huh? You've got some nerve talking to me like that?
We ended up separated from the others.
Well, it didn't exactly go as planned, but at least we managed to land in the Serete. So I guess that must count for something.
Well, I guess. Rukia.
Ichigo and his friends came to my sister, Kukaku Shiba, looking to find a way that would allow them to get into the Serete. Ultimately, she was able to come up with a plan of action that would get it done. She
I
put
don't
us
know
inside a
why,
spiritual energy cannonball and shot
and
us
it's not
from the
just
fireworks
Rebirth
launch
of
pad
Souls.
so that we could
It's
drop
a
in
lot
from
of
the sky
AAA
above.
games are now resorting to
I
these
only tagged along in
still
order to make sure that I could
images
keep an eye
in
on them.
place of actual
But to be honest,
cutscenes. So
I really
why
couldn't
could we
stand
have
this
not
guy in the Soul Reaper clothes at all.
maybe fought
However,
Ganyu or
Thing is,
his sister
she saved my
and
life.
convinced them to,
I still have
which convinces them to help us get into the Serete, you know?
he's risking his life, all for the sake of someone that he's only known for a
Yeah,
few short
it's a
months.
bizarre,
And,
it's a very
well,
bizarre choice,
I hate to admit it,
especially when
but
it's
that actually
told
kinda
in a sort of
moved me. I thought that maybe there's a
timeline,
chance he wasn't
weird
like all
timeline
the
sort of
other
way.
Soul
So we entered the
Reapers.
Serete, and then we're given
Still,
the
My
backstory, so to
brother
speak. So
was
it's a
killed
bit,
by a Soul Reaper. He was a total genius.
it was a bit
He
weird.
became lieutenant in just a mere 5 years after joining the 13 court guard squads. He was killed by the very Soul Reapers that he believed were in fact his true friends. I was just a child, but I'll never forget the terrifying face of the Soul Reaper who dragged my dying brother to our house, and that my brother's face actually looked happy when he thanked that Soul Reaper at the end. I really don't get it. I don't know why he would have done something like that. I can tell that he never succumbed to hating the Soul Reapers, and that he continued to trust them,
right up until the bitter end. And I wanted to know why. We were extremely lucky to be able to get into the Serite, but our mission here has just begun, and we're not even close to the hard part yet. So, what are we gonna do now? Do you even know where that Soul Reaper you're looking for can be found? Any idea?
Well, no idea. But frankly, the only choice that we really have now is to just start running around and look for her.
Jeez, if that's how prepared you are, you're gonna end up getting kicked out of here again in no time.
Last time they just took me by surprise.
Listen, remember that you're in the Serite now. You know what that means? It means that there are strong enemies everywhere here. That Judanbo guy is nothing in comparison.
Are we going to go to another cutscene?
Yeah. Man, that monster.
Hopefully we get to fight now. That would be nice.
It has been quite a while. No one's tried to crash the Ceremon, the Spirit Gate, without a permit in a long time. At last I have a customer. So I bid you welcome, boy.
Okay. It looks like we got branching path as well, so that's I'm very interested in seeing that.
The Ryoka fell beyond the Ceremon.
If they're on the other side, then we can't do anything.
No. But they'll have to deal with Judanbo.
A giant. He can't possibly be human. There's just no way. So then, what is he?
His name is Judanbo. He was chosen out of all the giants in the Soul Society for this job. This is the Hakuto Gate, and Judanbo is its gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper, huh? I get it. So, we have to defeat him to get inside.
Yes, and it isn't going to be easy. In the 300 years that he's been standing guard at this gate, not one single person has ever successfully crashed it.
He must be very strong.
All right. We'll call Ichigo back and work on formulating a plan. What? Orihime! Chad! Didn't you hear what I said?
I have to tell you, you people have extremely bad manners. There are supposed to be only 2 people to a duel. The boy with the orange hair got here first, so he'll be the one that I'm going to fight against now. The rest of you can just wait patiently until I've smashed him.
Look, just stay there. Don't do anything at all, okay?
Huh? Why, Ichigo? That's...
Can you do it?
I think so.
What, you think? That's not good enough.
Don't worry. You said yourself you don't know what kind of training I went through. But listen, I'll tell you one thing. At the start, the plan was to use the entire 10 days. I thought it'd take that long to regain my Soul Reaper powers. But I'll let you in on a secret. I managed that in just 5 days. So then, the other 5 days? What about them? What was I doing for all that time?
What were you doing?
Fighting.
The dialogue's very stilted as well. The voice acting's fine. They're doing well. The script, though, is awkward. Very awkward. Right now, we've been watching 20 1 minute of cutscenes.
I'll show it to you, Soul Reaper.
Alright, here we go. My sentiments exactly.
Then, after all, I didn't ask you to wait for me, did I?
Seriously, you really do have exceptionally bad manners. If someone waits for you, you say, "Thank you!"
Alright, defeat Jidumbo. Reduce Jidumbo's reishi to 0% while he is charging, and land a Kikon move. Oh, I can equip some. I have no spirit talismans. I better get some of them. Equip soul crystals. Oh, I didn't even know. Select and confirm design. I can choose. Cool. Spiritual pressure. Formal. Ratio under 5 max. There we go. And I can enhance them. Soul crystal fragments and soul points can be consumed. Okay, well. Oh, insufficient materials. Awesome. Let's go. Finally.
As a gatekeeper, I can't lose. Too easy.
Oh, damn. I do find there's quite a little bit of delay between input control and action.
Hey, you're not bad. All right then. At least for today, I'm not going to hold back at all.
Sorry. I'll kill you.
You actually defeated me.
Damn.
Last one was something else.
As a gatekeeper, I can't lose.
Too easy.
Pulverize ya. You kidding me? That's not enough. It hurt at all. That's not enough.
Cut you down.
That's not enough.
Sorry. I'll kill you.
I can't go here. Why? You? How come you're still standing right now?
Are you done?
No, not yet. I have another move up my sleeve that I can use. Take this. Two bullets. Chitanda. As a gatekeeper, I can't lose.
Not so bad.
That ain't nothing.
There's this, yeah, I really struggle with getting used to the delay in just the button prompt and the execution. Well, at least now we get to see my man, Gin Ichimaru. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not a still cutscene. Please don't let it be a still image cutscene. Well, it's not even a cutscene then, isn't? I mean, it's literally a cutscene, so possibly, but yeah, combat is it feels weird.
What did Ichigo do? That huge... Oh, no way.
It just feels very
They
weird
seriously
because
knocked him out?
it feels like it should be more responsive. And so far, I've tried, obviously playing as Ichigo in the story. I've tried playing as Stark just in a free battle against the computer, as well as Gin. It's just the blocking, you know. It's just there's a big delay, no matter the character. Now you could say that Ichigo, because especially with his Shikai, he's a little bit tankier, but yeah, everything feels like it's stuck. There's just a big time warp going on. Like yeah, something's going on. Something's going weird behind the scenes, but you know.
Oh, you're a nice guy. so nice. The two of us are enemies, and yet somehow you find it within you to feel sorry for me. It's big, so big. You've got a great big heart there inside you.
Well, what can I do? I mean, you started bawling like a little baby or something.
And look at me, crying like this, weeping my eyes out over a couple of broken axes. How can I even see fit to call myself a man? Utter defeat. As a gatekeeper, as a warrior, as a man, I've been utterly defeated by you. For this great expanse of time, 300 years now, I have been the gatekeeper of the Hakuto Gate. And in all that time, I have never lost before. You're the first man to beat me. You can pass. Jidanbo hereby authorizes you to pass through the Hakuto Gate.
Thanks.
Here we go.
So can we pass through as well then?
Sure. I mean, your leader did beat me after all. So I suppose I can't in good conscience stop you.
What? Ichigo? Our leader? No way. Are you kidding?
What are you getting mad about?
Ichigo. Is that your name?
Yeah, Ichigo Kurosaki.
You be careful, Ichigo. I don't know why you want to pass through this gate. It's not really my place to ask. But you should know that there are a bunch of mean guys in here.
I know.
All right. Well, as long as you know, that's what matters. Here, step back, and I'll open up the gate for you. It's okay. Don't be scared now. It looks much harder than it is.
Whoa!
Come on, where's Gin? Show me Gin.
What's wrong? Why'd you stop? Something happen? Who the heck is that?
Yes, my man. My man.
Oh, the captain of Squad 3, Gin Ichimaru. Oh.
Please not a still cutscene. This is one thing that really irritated me. this to be continued type thing. We've got a real moment. That's pretty good. Maybe that's a talisman. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a spin-off bit. Wonder if we can go purchase a talisman. Store, Urahara's shop. Soul crystals, spirit talismans. I got none. Title, so I can purchase a title. I can purchase a plate, some stickers, attack fragments. So no spirit talismans just yet. That's a shame. Let's continue. But yeah, I did buy the spirit pass, the season pass. Oh, that's meant to be blood, is it?
This won't do. A gatekeeper ain't supposed to open gates, you know.
Wait, what was that? What exactly did that guy do?
Golly, you can hold that gate up with just one arm? You sure are the Soul Society's strongest giant. But as a gatekeeper, I'm afraid that you're a total failure.
Squad 3, Captain. Ry.Morrow. How careless of me. I admit that I really didn't think that someone of his caliber was going to show up. These youths have gotten stronger, that's for sure. But still, they're no match for a captain. Listen, no matter what else happens, we have to make sure we avoid engaging him in a fight at all costs right now.
I lost. The obvious thing to do, the answer staring me right in the face, was simply to open the gate for the victor.
What are you talking about? Didn't anybody tell you? A gatekeeper that loses can't open gates. Because a gatekeeper that loses has to die.
Oh! Hey, jerkface! What the hell are you doing? The fight between me and Jidambo was already over, you know? If you shove your nose into my business, then guess what? You're gonna lose it! Orihime, take care of Jidambo's arm, alright?
Okay.
Come on. If you want to fight somebody, then fight me. Only a pathetic coward would even consider butchering a defenseless giant. I'm gonna cut you up.
So we fight Geen?
You're a funny kid. Aren't you scared of me just a little bit?
Be quiet, Ichigo. We must retreat for now.
I see. Then you must be Ichigo Kurosaki.
Yeah. You know who I am?
Yep, just as I figured. That's just all the more reason for me to refuse to let you pass.
Hey, hold up. Why are you moving
These
so
are those
far away?
weird
You gonna throw
fades
that short sword
I'm
or
talking
something?
about. It just cuts to black.
It's not
It
some mere
means
short sword. This right here
nothing.
is my Zanpakuto. Shoot him dead, Shinzo.
Ichigo!
Ichigo, the gate's coming down.
One of those most iconic moments from Bleach is just having Gin wave goodbye as the gate closes. It's fantastic.
Well, it's not really like we planned, but even so, at least we're in the Seirete.
It would have worked way better if you put your spirit energy into it the right way.
Shut up! You're the one who stumbled while chanting that spell at the end. Listen, there's no point in arguing now. We just need to find out where they're keeping Rukia. Hey, what's with that look? You're still sour about saving a Soul Reaper? You already told me about your brother. And about why you hate Soul Reapers.
So what?
Listen, Ganju. I'll tell you one thing. The Soul Reaper that I'm looking for is not the type to betray her friends, or let them die without doing anything. Right. Let's go now, Ganju.
Right.
It's on. I sense clashes of spiritual pressure. They're everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Just stay alive. Okay, people?
Okay, so we can watch another cutscene. And then we've got Battle of the Projectiles. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. So, in the you fight a Hollow as Uryu, and you're told the mechanic is you're meant to keep your distance. Naturally, he's a ranged character. The problem being is, at one point, you're firing your projectiles at this Hollow. You're keeping your distance, and they don't hit. They fade out. Like, the animation fades out before it hits, so you have to engage the Hollow at close range. It was really painful. Really, really painful. I'm not looking forward to doing that. But we can fight as Chad taking on, what's it, Shunsei.
I felt Ichigo's spiritual pressure coming from here, but did we miss each other?
Hey, you there!
Oh.
Halt, you scum! I say halt!
I was hoping to have a cup of
Are
tea.
you with those Ryoka? Speak!
I guess.
Good enough. You've picked a fight with Squad 11. You'll never leave here alive.
There's
This won't
Jidambo's
take
voice
us
actor.
5 minutes.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I just find this fun pointing this stuff out.
What to you?
This will be over quickly.
Maybe we're not fighting, Captain. Land a spiritual pressure move. Contrata Q. Oh, we have our first talisman. When the battle begins, increase its damage with quick attacks, flash attacks, signature moves, and breakers. Nice. Let's have a look. I wonder if these all stay the same for each character, or have to keep resetting at every battle. Alright, let's hide this.
Where is Rukia Kuchiki?
Kuchiki? You mean that prisoner?
I want to know where Rukia Kuchiki is.
Huh? As if I'd ever tell you that!
If you can't, then I'm afraid. I think this is enough. I hope you forgive me. El Directo! Apologies. Let's go now. So,
I'll try.
Chad plays pretty well. That felt character movement and just everything about that combat encounter felt it was good. It was very fun. I'm surprised.
I asked the other guy where Rukia Kuchki was, and he said that word before he passed out. Now then, tell me where it is.
That way! It's that way! There! The White Tower, way over there! That's the Senzai-Q.
I see. Thanks. Better not follow me.
No. I won't.
You're not gonna kill me? Really?
In the beginning, my limit was 2 shots a day. Now I can fire 5 shots or more without exhausting myself. I'll have to thank Yoruichi for training me. Yoruichi, Orihime, Uryu, Ichigo. I wonder, are all of you safe? I hope that nobody's been hurt.
Unlocked a secret mission. That's cool. I'm going to avoid. I'm going to avoid playing as fighting as Uru and Orihime at the moment, just because I don't want to make myself feel sad.
Lucky me! The intruders fell right into our laps. Lucky, lucky me. It's my lucky day. But I'm afraid it's not so lucky for you.
Huh? Who's this guy?
Hey, let's hightail it out of here.
What? Run? What are you talking about?
You idiot. Can't you tell? These guys have too much spirit energy for an amateur soul reaper like you. That's it. I'm out of here. If you want to fight, you're on your own.
Yumichika! I know. Listen, tell me something. Why didn't you just turn tail and run? Your friend ran because he sensed that our powers were far greater than his own, right? If you ask me, I think he made a very wise decision.
Thing is, if your power is greater than mine, then it would be pointless to run, because you'd catch me for sure. But if your power is less than mine, then all I have to do is beat you. At least that's how I see it.
I see. Well, then I guess that you're no fool.
Okay, so that's the same, and these are the same. Perfect.
Just in case, I'll ask your name.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Ichigo, huh? That's a good name.
It is? Nobody ever told me that before.
Yes. In my experience, men whose names begin with I are usually very good-looking and talented, too.
Alright, talisman's definitely...
The third seat of Squad 11, Ikaku Madarame. Since our names begin with the same letter, we should be friends.
I don't think so.
I'll kill you.
master, Ichigo.
You only trained me for about 10 days, so I don't know if I can call him my master. But somebody did teach me how to fight.
Who?
Kisuke Urahara.
Huh? I see. So he is your master. Well then... It would be disrespectful to slay you the easy way.
Yeah, alright. I'm enjoying combat now. Those talismans make such a difference. That's fantastic. I actually feel like I'm playing as Ichigo finally. Just wish there was more, well, at least so far, wish there was more combat encounters, which would be nice.
What? Are you finished already? Unfortunately for you, I'm nowhere near done. I can still hold my weapon. If you don't want me to hold a weapon, then I suppose you'd better just try to cut my arms off.
Put that thing away.
No.
I said put it away! The fight's over! You know it! You've lost!
Stop wasting your breath. This is a real battle. It will only end when one of us is dead. Ikaku Madarame, the third seat of the 11th Company, was not born such a coward that he would surrender to escape death!
You're too slow!
Wow, you know, you're good. So unlucky.
The both of us are just unlucky.
I'm not dead, but why?
You're awake, huh? Hey!
Ichigo, why are you still here?
Hey, so, I didn't know that a Zanpakuto actually goes back to normal when its owner passes out.
Hosokimaru! Give it back!
Relax, I'm not gonna steal it. I just needed some of that medicine stuff. But I kinda used it all up. I didn't really have a choice. And I gotta tell you, that stuff works great. It's really something.
Do you know what you've done?
What? Come on. It's not like I could ask you for permission first.
That's not the problem. I knew something was wrong. That wound should have killed me. By saving my life, you've shamed me. If I could move, then I'd kill you right now.
Wow, you're like totally welcome. If I'd known you were gonna be a jerk about it, I'd have let you die. Anyway, I don't really care how you feel. Right now, I just need to get the answers to a few of my questions.
Yeah, of course you do. That's just my luck. What do you want to know? What, when my birthday is?
Where's Rukia Kuchiki?
What? Kuchiki? You mean the capital offender? Just what do you want with that thing?
I came here to save her.
What? Save her? How big is your army? 7, 8 people?
5, and a cat.
A cat? Really? What, are you insane?
Maybe.
You don't have a single prayer. You're a deluded idiot. No! God, I laughed so hard my wounds reopened.
Now who's the idiot?
Very well. Go straight south from here, and you'll come to the station of the 13 Court Guard squads. There's a white tower that's at the west end of the station, and if you can somehow get inside, that's where you'll find her.
Really?
Don't you believe me? Listen, she means nothing to me at all. If you want to save her, then go and do it. Hey, and hurry! Before the others find you. Better get going.
Okay. See ya. I owe you one, Ikaku.
Don't make me vomit. Wait. Of everyone in your group, which is the strongest one?
I guess that's me.
Huh, I see. Well then, beware of my captain. He's sure to ignore any of the weaker ones. If you are indeed the strongest, then he's definitely going to go after you.
He's tough, I guess?
You'll find out. But, of course, that's only if you're actually able to stay alive long enough to get there and face him in the first place. And that's a really big if.
What's his name?
First time clear. Okay. So I got some... Alright, I think we might save the battle of Kenpachi Azoraki until the next session. Spirit talismans, we don't have any. Held 40. So... how... what secret stories do we have here? The Order of the Living, Soul Society, and Waker Mundo. None. Perfect, no secret stories. That's okay. Let's check out our mains. Alright, fine. Let's go battle Kenny. And I think that's going to...
How long is he gonna run away? Shoot off a rocket or something if you can hear me.
that's going to finish our stream for the day. Night.
He's over there. You should have launched it sooner, dork.
Oh, that sound. What's going on over there? Oh no. I just stopped to tie my sandal. But the rest of the fourth company, where did it go? Oh, I know. I'll ask them. Excuse me? Ah! Oh, ow, man, that stings. What? You two?
Ichigo, I think that I just came up with a way out of this whole mess.
Yeah, me too.
Yes?
Okay, step aside. Get out of our way.
Or else your friend here is gonna get it! You hear me?
The voice acting solid, I must admit. I think if the voice acting was a little off, or they didn't have the actual English cast, I don't know if I'd be able to... I'd be skipping a lot more.
Why'd you bring this guy, huh?
But yeah, the voice actors are bringing their A game.
Distracted. I dragged him along without even thinking. More importantly, let's think of how to proceed.
Yeah, but all the same, even if we know that Rukia's being kept in this white tower, so what? We still don't know which road we need to take to get there, do we?
I don't know. We don't want to bump into one of the captains. If only we knew where they were, we could avoid them.
Hold on. This person you're looking for? Is it Rukia Kuchiki?
What? Hold on. You know Rukia?
I thought so. It is, isn't it? She's the sister of Captain Kuchiki of Squad 6. She's the capital offender. Then, oh, I understand. That white tower is the Senzai-Q. Actually, I know a secret path to that tower.
Wow. I never would have guessed that all this was down here.
Yes, this network of subterranean canals spreads under the entire area of the Seirete. You can go anywhere you want, entirely unimpeded.
Hanataro, tell me something. Why are you helping us anyway? We're the enemy. Is it because we want to go to the White Tower? Is that why you're guiding us and not asking any questions?
I've heard a lot about you from Miss Rukia. I know you well by now, Ichigo Kurosaki. I hope that you're able to save Miss Rukia. Earlier, a while before Miss Rukia entered the Senzai-Q Shishinro, she was
I would skip this small part, but unfortunately if I skip it, it's going to take me straight to the battle. And there's no introduction to Kenny, and we don't want that. We want Kenny to shine. Definitely in my top 5 characters. I think for me, number 1 is Gin. Just Gin's fantastic. Ichigo, obviously, I think as the main protagonist out of all the big anime, I like him the most. Over Goku, over Luffy, definitely over Naruto. Aizen, good villain. Do like Aizen. Orichu.
She felt she'd hurt you terribly.
Yeah.
She said she could never make up for what she'd done to you. She would say that, and always at the end, her face would be sad.
I don't know. I mean, she's a strange Soul Reaper too.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. She's strange, all right.
Huh? Hey, just hold on!
Sorry? Did I say something wrong?
I don't know! Hey, Ichigo!
We only spent just around 2 months or so together. But for some inexplicable
The only thing I hope, and we're going to be, let's talk about the anime while the cutscene's playing. The manga, I suppose, more importantly. And the chapter that shall not be named, if you know, you know. I really hope it doesn't involve Ichigo's son. I don't want to see Bleach be Boruto'd, you know. Naruto should have ended. I hope One Piece ends, has a conclusion. I hope Bleach has a satisfying conclusion and they don't just keep milking it. It'd just be a real shame.
Squad 11, 3rd seat, Ikaku Madarame, and 5th seat, Yumichika Ayasegawa, of the same squad. 2 upper seat officers have been incapacitated by battle wounds. Damage assessments are currently being prepared for all units, but as of right now, it appears that Squad 11 has been almost entirely annihilated.
Squad 11? How could these intruders inflict so much damage so quickly?
That's no good. Oh dear. I hope that our guys are safe.
Oh my.
Oh.
Things are getting really crazy.
Poor Momo. Poor Momo.
Renji? Renji?
I hope someone out there is maining as Momo for this game. Actually, I don't even know if you can play her.
I don't know.
Why do we run Ichigo run into Renji first? I always thought Ichigo ran into
At Squad 6's lieutenant office, I found this.
Kenny.
Lieutenant badge. Did you tell the captain about this?
No, not yet. I thought about telling Captain Eisen about it, but I don't know. I guess that I just didn't want Renji to get in trouble or something. Oh, not that I think Captain Eisen would be unfair to Renji.
I know. But since we don't know the reason for why Renji's missing, I think that you absolutely did the right thing. But why would he disappear at a time like this? It must have been urgent if he left his badge when he was under orders to wear it. He seemed to be feeling especially distressed about Rukia lately. I hope he hasn't gotten himself into trouble. Alright, I'll look for him too, and I'll make sure the captain doesn't find out.
Good. Thanks, Izuru. Where are you? Where could you be now, Renji?
Fair enough.
There. That's where Rukia is.
What's wrong, Ichigo?
There's somebody there, on the steps.
It's been a long time. Tell me, do you remember me?
Renji, Abarai.
What a surprise. You even remember my name. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it.
Who is that guy? He's different than all of the others. His spiritual pressure is a whole lot stronger.
That's Renji Abarai, Lieutenant of Squad 6.
Lieutenant!
I must admit, I'm surprised. I was sure that Captain Kuchiki had killed you a while ago. I don't know how you managed to survive, but in any event, my compliments to you. But it ends here. Didn't I tell you that I'd kill the one who took Rukia's powers from her? As long as you live, she can't get her powers back.
What do you care? You were ready to kill her. You're gonna let me pass.
There's no other choice. You're just gonna have to kill me. Now, we'll let strength decide the outcome.
Oh, I have no spirit talismans? So spirit talismans must be one and done. Anyway. That's a shame. Anyway, that's all good. We'll continue on our way.
Your Zanpakuto changed? I hope you're not deluding yourself again. Surely you don't think that made you stronger.
Not so bad. That is. You're like an open book. We're just starting. You're pretty good. Here it comes. Strike back. Come on. Touch it if you can. That's what I'm talking. Touch it down. You're pretty good. Strike back.
save Rukia, huh?
You idiot. I don't want to save her. I'm going to save her!
Don't you get it? Rukia is going to die all because of you. And you have the audacity to show your face here and say you'll save her?
I know that Rukia was sentenced to death, and that it was all because of me. That's the reason I've come to save her!
You scum!
Okay. Let's see our first ever. Pretty sure it's the manga's first ever Bankai, right?
You have absolutely no chance of defeating me. You're curious, aren't you? You're wondering how I evaded it. The answer is very simple. You see, it's that you're way too slow. I'm too far out of your league. Are you starting to understand that yet? You can't save Rukia. You can only fail because you're already dead.
What a disappointment. Ichigo, it appears that your sword resonates only with fear. What a shame. That's all wrong. Fear isn't gonna bring you victory in battle. Nothing worthwhile is born out of fear. Do you see? Do you hear what my sword resonates with? That's right. It's the resolve to kill you. So you are capable of resolve. Make sure you don't forget it. Remember that feeling.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Renji. Guess what? I've resolved to kill you! Sorry. I'll kill you. You're still on your feet. Yeah.
So, tell me, are you going to Rukia now? The captains are strong. You'll also have to face Captain Kuchiki. So, are you still going?
Of course. I told you. I'm going to save her.
I see. You know something? I've never been good enough to beat Captain Kuchiki. Rukia was adopted into the Kuchiki clan. Since then, I've trained every day. But to no avail. He's just way too good. I'm not strong enough to be able to save her. Ichigo, I'm asking you, knowing that I shame myself, save her. Please. Save Rukia!
I will.
Ichigo! Hey, are you okay? Speak to me!
Someone's coming. 3, 4, maybe even 5.
We don't want any company right now. Let's retreat. Come on, take us somewhere quiet.
I can't believe it. He defeated Renji.
It looks like they fled. Shall we chase them?
No. Saving Renji has to be our priority now.
Nice. I think that's a really good place to finish it up. A shame it wasn't fighting against Kenny, but that's right. I can live with that. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this session. Thoughts on my second attempt at playing Bleach Rebirth? It's getting better. It really is getting better. I think it does appear like there is some thought put into Ichigo's character progression, so to speak. He felt a lot more responsive, a lot faster than what he did before. I don't know if that's because I've actually equipped those soul stones or whatever they're called. The talisman must be one and done, which is a real shame. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's really, I'm feeling better about my my money, the money I've spent on this game now. So look, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to be able to get back into the streaming at least twice a week, maybe a Friday and a Saturday. I did it on a Monday because the weekend got ahead of me and I wasn't able to really sink my teeth in it too much. But wherever you are out there, please stay safe, look out for one another, and we'll see you in the next video. See you later. Do 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 da da dum dum da dum 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 do 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 da da dum dum da dum.